All right, guys, back here working on this awning on the Puma. We're dealing with a Solera power awning. It's the 3000 series. So kind of ran into a little bit of a dilemma. We bought this camper, bought the awning arms, but we still needed an awning tube. And I'm sure you guys have probably ran into this out there a little bit. Sometimes it can be hard or expensive to find the right tube. This particular awning is a 21-foot awning on this Puma 26 FKDS. So, you know, a lot of the awnings 15, 16, even 18 foot, but the 21 foot, it's a pretty large awning. So did some research online, looked directly at Lippert, who makes the Solera line. I think it was close to $1,000 from them by the time you did the shipping. The tube and the freight charges, it was like $300 in freight charges because these are ridiculously long tubes, right? So I didn't want to do that. Looked around, found another one, another website online, and I think it was about $700, I think, shipping. They have free shipping, which is really nice, but it was still going to cost about $700 and some change. I think $725 or something like that. So I thought, man, I searched and searched for used ones, and I had asked in the past, and they always kept telling me different camper retail stores and things I'd been to, parts stores and whatnot, that you have to have a Solera tube. It will not match up. You couldn't use a Dometic or a Carefree or another manufacturer's brand. And I was like, you know, that doesn't quite sound right. So I had to order the new end caps, and I'll show you those here in just a second, to go into the arm on the Solera heads, the power heads here. I'll show you those. Anyway, long story short now, the Dometic awning tube will fit, and you can use it with the Solera, despite what all these videos online have said is you can't. I've yet to find one that shows somebody using one and showing that it does work, right? I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe Lippert has come out now with some kind of a hybrid kit that you can order, some sort of adapter system or something. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway, here is a section I had to cut off of this Dometic awning tube. This tube I bought was 20 foot 6 inches, or 20 foot 6.5 inches, I think it was. And the specs for the 21 foot awning, the roller tube is 20 foot 4 inches from Solera. So I had to make the size, the length of it match, right? Because it goes between the two awning arms. So it's got to be precise there. So measured it off to exactly 20 foot 4 inches, and took the angle grinder and cut that down, right? So then I filed the end of it down. But let me flip the camera around here and show you what it looks like. But this is a Dometic awning tube in place on a Solera 3000 series power awning. Okay, you can see here we have this. This is the towards the front, so this is the power head. The other one is the idle arm. But you can see here the little the post that comes out here, the little spindle that this has to go on. So here is the end cap that I was talking about. So what you have to do, this black end cap, and you can see here's the Dometic awning tube, right? Well, I'm sorry, yeah, it's a Dometic awning tube fitting on the Solera system. So what you have to do, you have to cut it to size, obviously, like I mentioned. Then you take this cap, it will fit perfectly on here. And what you got to do, you have to line up, let me go around here and show you. You have to line up these holes. This is where you can slide your awning fabric in, right? So they line up perfectly, the same 3 slots. So really what you have to do is you're gonna have to teach to drill and put new rivets in there to hold it in. So what I've done, drilled this out. I think it was a 3/16 hole there. Did that with a rivet on there, and it turned out pretty good. So you can see here's the tube going on down. It's a huge awning. It's probably one of the bigger ones I've ever done on a travel trailer, that's for sure. Here we are again, right into the spindle. Stick the screw, and I stuck a lock nut on the other side of this too. But it lines up perfectly. Fits right into the hardware. So for anyone asking, yes, you can use a Dometic awning tube on a Solera awning. So I'll come back to you with the video when we get this fabric on here. Just got the fabric in, FedEx just dropped it off. So I'm gonna try to put this on, I'll get back to you. Okay, got the fabric on here. As you can see, it's our Solera 3000 series awning. We've got the fabric on, this light tube, which was a little bit, kind of was wound up in a circle. So hopefully that'll lay itself down eventually. And the Dometic tube. So yes, folks, you can use a Dometic tube with a Solera awning, or Solera awning arms, I should say. And man, so there you go. Hope this helps everyone. Thanks.